Right. Our analysis of this lake is that it is severely predator crowded. It's got both bass and crappie in it, along with catfish. All three of those species are predators, and really the only thing they have to eat are the bluegill. We did see some green sunfish, which are trash fish. If they're small enough, one of the predators will eat them, but they're not desirable in a pond. The recommendations for this lake are going to be similar to Lake George. Bass removal, reduce the number of mouths that you're having to feed. So the bass that are 12 inches and less need to come out of this lake, along with all the crappie that are caught and any catfish. And then we need to build the forage base, build the bluegill population up, and try to get multiple forage species in here in the form of crawfish again, and possibly golden shiners at some point. When you can have multiple forage species, then no one species is being overly preyed upon. That predation is spread out between 2 or 3 different species. In addition, the bass use very little energy when there's an abundance of different kinds of species, because something is either going to crawl or swim by them, and all they have to do is lay in wait and ambush that prey. That way the prey that they catch is converted to bass flesh a lot better. It appears that the fertility level in this lake is a little bit higher than Lake George, but again, I would recommend getting on liming the lake if the test shows it needs it, and going ahead and starting a fertilization program. Cranking up a couple of feeders, a couple of 2-3 feeders on this lake would be very beneficial. It will help the bluegills directly. The bigger, more numerous, bigger, healthier they are, the more they reproduce and put forage back in the lake for the bass. You've got some alligator weed starting around the edges. It's early in the season, so it really hasn't taken off, but it's both a detrimental to the lake in that it takes nutrients out of the system that would otherwise go to fish growth, but at the same time it does give the small fish some areas of protection and from predation. So if it becomes a problem, it's something that pretty much can only be controlled through mechanically removing it or herbicide, and we would recommend an aquatic herbicide to control it. It can be pretty invasive. In other words, it could very much ring the whole lake and move on out from the shore, maybe 10, 15 feet. So something to keep an eye on anyway. But, that's pretty much it.